This is Eagle Owl, and today I'll be talking about Jalen Hurts being disrespected by big media. Also, we got to talk about a possibly new wide receiver three. And lastly, we got to talk about the schedule just a little bit. I didn't see the official schedule as you guys see this video, but we're going to talk about the ranking of the schedule. But let's get straight into it. All right, so before we get straight into the topics, I want to talk about Jason Kelce. So congratulations to Jason Kelce. We all knew it was rumored, basically ain't, that Jason Kelce will be a part of ESPN. Now ESPN officially announced it. And again, congratulations. His career is taking off. I believe Jason Kelce is going to be a bigger name outside of football. Jason Kelce is. He just got this personality everybody like. And he actually met up with Roger Goodell, and this is what he had to say.
How's it going? Good.
You're the surprise.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping I can get a surprise. What's going on with the schedule? We almost there?
You can't say we anymore.
Yeah, right. Maybe we don't know. I mean, hey.
Oh, you're coming back?
I
You
wish.
said you were going to go to Brazil.
I want to. I really do.
You should go.
I went for the World Cup.
You see, sound like he wants to come back to football, but he know his time is up. Time to let his body rest, spend more time with his family, and hell, he want to live to see the age of 70, right? Keep playing football, tearing up your body. Probably can't walk at the age of 50, and your brain possibly will be gone. So Jason Kelce is doing the right thing as much as I want him to come back, but he's not coming back. Again, congratulations to Jason Kelce on his new gig with ESPN. All right, so let's talk about Jalen Hurts, man. Jalen Hurts, he was disrespected by big media, and this is what Emmanuel Aiko actually had to say about him.
Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. He is not an elite quarterback. That's why he didn't get drafted at an elite level. Jalen Hurts was good enough to get you there. He's not good enough to win it, both in college and in the NFL. It's not an indictment. How many guys are good enough to win it? Jalen Hurts gave you 37 touchdowns, I believe, his MVP year. He gave you 38 his next year. I don't think he is as good as he was his Super Bowl year. I don't think he's as bad as he was last year. He's somewhere in the middle.
Really quick, Acho, because you can always find stats to make dudes look good. Mm-hmm. With our eyeballs, as we all sat up here and we seen Slim here some days, we didn't see Slim here some days because this was the Eagles season.
Yep.
With the way he played last year, with your eyes, you saying that that's good football?
I think Jalen Hurts, here's what I'm saying. I don't think he played that much better. The interceptions are something, but I don't think he played that much better his Super Bowl year.
Don't like it. He's given a backhand compliment. Like, he's good, but he's not elite. He can't take the team to the next level. I totally disagree with him. The thing is, a lot of people like to bring up Jalen Hurts last year. My problem is that I don't think he regressed. I don't think he got better. But I think he stayed the same. One thing I hate about last season as well, or more things I hate about last season, when we talk about a player, we put all the blame on the player. We talk about Jalen Hurts. They talk about him regressing. Then you talk about Hassan Reddick. Then you talk about this guy, that guy. And then one breath you would say that, and then another breath you would say, well, the system was bad. Was the system bad and the coaches suck, or did all the players regress? You got to give me one or the other. If you ask me, I think it was the system. I think the coaches were bad. They didn't know what to do. It's their first and second year, got all this talent, didn't really know how to handle them. So it caused a collapse. I mean, the talent alone got you 11 wins. The talent alone with the hardest schedule in the league got you 11 wins. You can't sneeze or get mad at that. That just is what it is. Now, a stat I like to bring up about Jalen Hurts when everybody trying to say he regressed last year, turnover worthy plays. Jalen Hurts was like in the top 10 of the least turnover worthy plays, meaning that the turnovers that quote unquote happened, or the interceptions or even the fumbles, were not his fault. It was just fluke at the fluke at the fluke. It just let you know how the season was going to go. Right, I believe one interception Jalen Hurts threw right hit the back of Goddard heel or something like that. I'm not sure if that was 2 years ago or last year. It was like weird stuff like that. So again, man, I don't like the Jalen Hurts disrespect, because 2022, He took the team to the Super Bowl. Now all of a sudden he can't take a team to a Super Bowl. All of a sudden he just can't play. He's good but not elite. All of a sudden he's not top 10. Oh, you know what it is? They want to hype up these first rounders like CJ Stroud and Jordan Love. Now CJ Stroud and Jordan Love is the new hot thing. They want to hype up, you know. And then our guy Jalen Hurts always got to take the hit when they want to hype those dudes up. But we will see, man. With the talent around, Jalen Hurts should thrive. You got some vet offensive guy as far as calling the plays. Kell Moore been in this thing for a while. The quarterback coach been in this thing for a while. Nate Sirianni, whatever you want to say about him, he's been with Jalen Hurts for a while. Now, Jalen Hurts have been complaining about the changes in the offensive scheme. Remember, Jalen Hurts was here when Doug Peterson was here. Then he had to do the Nick Sirianni thing, then the Shane Steichen thing, and then the Brian Johnson thing, and now Kellen Moore. And he said something about it. So it'll be interesting how the season go, because if Jalen Hurts, to me, I think he's going to have over 4,000 yards, might throw over 35 touchdowns plus. And Kellen Moore might get some offers. And I want to know if it's the change that's hurting Jalen Hurts, or is it just Jalen Hurts being figured out? We will find out. We will definitely find out this year. So I don't like the media disrespecting them. Even Shady looked like, man, he talking some BS. You know, James Jones got to talk to. James Jones, not the biggest fan. So it is what it is. Jalen Hurts, what he got to do is put on his hard hat and get to work. All right. Speaking of get to work, I want to play a clip of the team building culture. This is a little bit off topic, but let me play this clip.
Let's go, Grant. Come on, Grant. You see Nakobe Dean, Grant Calcaterra, this competition thing. I'm starting to like it. I like it a lot with these dudes. Remember, it was Sidney Brown and Kenneth Gainwell. And the latest one before the one I just showed was A.J. Brown on a bike and Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley hyping them up. And now this one, yo, CJ Gardner-Johnson, it's just fun to have him back in the locker room. But I just wanted to show that clip because I almost forgot to talk about it. But let's get into the next topic. Wide receiver 3. Wide receiver 3 is interesting because I look at it as it's between Anaya Smith and Paris Campbell. You pick one, wouldn't go wrong with it. But Ruben Frank actually put out like, yo, the wide receiver 3 actually probably not even in the locker room yet, that we might sign another one. But let me go over this quote. All right. So according to a Word on the Birds, so there are some interesting options, and I expect Parker to get the first crack at it. So he's talking about the wide receiver 3. But I also think there's a fair chance that the guy who's ultimately end up as the Eagles wide receiver 3 is someone isn't on the roster yet. That's an interesting take. That's an interesting take because I'm not thinking of getting a wide receiver 3. I'm thinking if we sign somebody, it got to be a linebacker, maybe get a safety if another injury appears, and maybe another defensive tackle. But a wide receiver 3, I think that's a reach spot on Frank. But he is an insider. He's an insider. But man, another possible wide receiver 3. So that means Anaya Smith probably was bad. Paris Campbell probably lost his step. And I guess they don't believe in Parker, but man, that's 3 failed wide receiver 3s on one team if you got to go out and sign somebody. I mean, hey, sound like a stretch to me, but I'm not an insider. I'm a fan just talking about my team. All right, so let's get into the last topic, the schedule. The schedule, man. It was a ranking of the Philadelphia Eagles schedule. Remember last year we went from the hardest schedule now to like the bottom 10, quote unquote, easy schedule. Now the schedules come out later today, and I can't wait to go over it with you guys, but that's good. We got a favorable schedule. I see 11, 12 wins minimum. We should be able to win. 12 wins should be enough to win the NFC East. Hell, I think 12, 13 wins might win you the NFC. You get that bye week, do what you got to do, handle your business, and you should be able to win 2 games to get to the Super Bowl. But Eagles must handle their food. Eagles must stick together. That's why I like when the competition stuff comes out. Eagles will be fine, man. Easy schedule, hard schedule. It's good that it's easy. We will be fine. But hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the news today? I talked about Jason Kelce. How we feel about that? Jalen Herz, bit media disrespecting them. New wide receiver 3. Interesting. But this is Eagle Al. I'm out.